Hey everybody, it's JJ. So tonight what I have for you is just going to show you how to make a Paracord donut. And the reason I'm doing this is a couple of guys saw my other video on what's packed in a survival kit, and I thought, hey, that's kind of cool. You know how you make that up? Can you show us how to do it? So that's what I'm going to do. And it looks cool and it packs easy. You know, that's a couple of reasons to do it. But really, the reason that I like this method of packing up your 550 paracord the most is because it's practical. So, and what I mean by that is if I want to get a little bit of cord out of here, all I gotta do is just pull this off, and then I can pull it out, and it's still, you know, I've got the foot or whatever 2 foot I needed, and then I can just cut that off, and the donut is still intact. So, you know, I don't have to unravel it all and all that kind of stuff, and you can pull this whole thing all the way out without getting any tangles or anything like that. So I just think it's a really cool way to store a 550 cord, and it's very practical and very user friendly. You know, it fits in your pack really good. It's not getting to be a big tangled mess like just having a loose cord like that or whatever. So that's the reason I like to do it that way. So let me kind of show you how to get this started. I've got about 25 feet of cord here, and so basically what I want to do is take, for 25 foot, you're probably going to end up taking about 3 fingers roughly, and kind of measure out about 6 foot, you know, or thereabouts. That's kind of a good starting amount, and kind of wrap that around your fingers. Alright, so I'm going to pull this down here and kind of let it untangle itself. So I've started with just a little gaggle, just like that, okay? And you can do 3 fingers or 4 fingers, whatever. It just kind of helps give you something to wrap around when you first start. So the first thing you're going to do is just form a little loop, okay? And then as you can see, I've got the cord hanging down through the middle, the back side of this. I'm going to pull that through, and then I'm going to tuck that loop into it. So I've basically just kind of started. You got to kind of keep a hold of it when you first start. So I basically just kind of started essentially it's a daisy chain, really. And then I'm going to pull that one through there. And then I'm going to pull it through the middle. Okay. You got to kind of hold it when it's getting started there. And you can adjust this down if that loop gets too big. You just pull this down like that. And then as you see, the wires or the rope is coming through the center, so then I'm just going to reach through my loop, and I'm going to grab that piece and pull it up in here. Oops, it says on the back side, so now I'm going to reach through the center and grab it right there. And then you can kind of just lay these down so it's in order like that. Size my loop down, I'll reach through and grab it. And then I'm going to fold it over and reach through and grab it. So essentially, like I said, all you're doing is doing a daisy chain around that little gaggle that you started off with. Now, the one downside of doing these paracord donuts is it does take a little bit of time, and you got to kind of fashion it into a circle as you go. For 25 foot, you know, probably take 15 minutes or something like that if you're actually paying attention to it and, you know, trying to get it done. Somewhere in there. It goes faster, you know, the farther along you get going. So again, each time I'm just folding it over and reaching through the center of the bundle and getting the the line, and then I'm folding it over this way and reaching and grabbing it, and I just alternate that each time. So I'm just reaching through. Alright, so let me go ahead and put this on fast forward, and I'll kind of work around, then I'll show you when we get a little bit further. Okay, so now I have pretty much one wrap all the way around, and then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep going over the top of that loop, and then that's what you can see here on this one, that this side is smaller, and that's because this side has got it, you know, wrapped around there. So it's not, you know, 100% uniform or anything like that, but you just keep going all the way around and around and around until you're out of line. Okay, so there we have it. That is 25 foot of 550 paracord just put into a little nice tight little donut, and you can just stuff that, you know, down in a pocket, cargo pocket, or whatever, or any of your kits, you know, whether it be a survival kit or get home bag or whatever the case may be. This was a 50 foot, and obviously when you're doing a bigger size, a more length, then you want to give yourself, you know, like 4 fingers when you start out, as opposed to 3. That way, when it starts, you know, coming into itself, it doesn't fill up this inner hole here. So, anyhow, that is pretty much the 550 paracord donut. Again, the cool part about it is if you need to get a little bit of line, you just pull it out, and you know, it's not. It never gets knotted up. That's the cool thing about this is it never gets knotted up, and you know, it's just super easy to carry. So anyhow, guys, I hope you really enjoyed this, and if you did, then I definitely always appreciate it when you hit the like button and share it on your favorite social media and all that kind of stuff. So anyhow, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.